So Bracha, can I hear your voice, please?
Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Exactly. Depend where all over the world. Listen, we will start, but there are more people that coming, and I will do the digital stuff behind. We have 5 dishes today, right?
5. Yep.
5. And the audience asked for recipes of, how you call it, when you put it on the bread, you know, mibrachim, how we say?
Spread.
Spread, yes, exactly. So we're going to do some spread and exactly for the request of the audience. So in the meantime, in the future cooking schools.
What happened?
Done.
Oops.
Okay, I'll start.
Are people hearing you? I guess.
People can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I think Dan got frozen, but we'll begin and he'll chime back in when he's unfrozen. The great wonders of Zoom. So hi, I'm Bracha Zuriel, cooking today with my best assistant here. This is Teina Ophir, my oldest granddaughter. Not my oldest grandchild, but my oldest granddaughter. And so she's going to help us today make all these spreads because her mother actually makes all these spreads all the time. So she knows what to do. Anyway, so we're going to be making the 5 things today. We're going to sort of do a piece of this and a piece of that in order that by the end of our Zoom session, everything will be completed. So first, to look at the, we're going to start with the pepper matbucha. Okay, for those of you who are Hebrew speakers, you know what the matbucha, and maybe for some of you who are not Hebrew speakers, matbucha is usually made with tomatoes. It's a cooked tomato spread. But tonight, we're going to do it a little different, and we're going to make it with peppers. So you can look at the, you all have the recipes. We're going to put in the hot pepper. We're going to put in a few cloves of garlic. And we're going to put the peppers here in the, here, you can stand here. We're going to put the peppers, save me 3, into the food processor. And, okay. And now here. Okay, we're going to turn it on. Yeah. Just gonna push it down a little bit, run it again for another second. Until all the peppers are completely ground up. You can make this with tomatoes also, but the peppers is a little different. Okay.
Bracha, I'm back just to say that when the machine works, we cannot hear you. So
okay.
This is the program. What can I do?
Okay. Don, wait, I'll just put this in the pot, and then if you want to continue saying what you were going to say, but I want to tell you, I'm putting it here in my Salad Master frying pan, or saucepan, I guess, the low saucepan. I'm going to just put it all in here, and I'm going to put it on the stove, and I'm going to put it on a high heat so that it'll finish by the time our time is up. Although you can also be cooked on a low heat, just depends if you're standing in the kitchen sort of watching it, or you want to go do something else and cook it slowly. So Dan, if you want to say a few words while I put this on the stove.
Okay, just want to say that there are more people that are coming, and I don't know why, but my Wi-Fi is scared from all the people and decided to shut down, and I got out and coming back, but everything is fine. The recipes we send you by email, the customers from abroad, the dealers in, for example, London and Brooklyn, everybody receive, hi Jason, Jason is here. I can see a lot of friends of mine all over the world. So we send you the recipes. Please attach to the local dealer to ask for the recipes and you will receive it right away. We hope to receive from you some pictures of the cooking that you're going to do from these recipes. And please, this is our, let's say, thank you for receiving this cooking school by free. So we just ask for pictures and from a review. How was it? If you enjoy it, if you want more, we can continue with the special international. Okay. I just Bracha. You keep go forward, and I want to hear also the challenge of the translation if it's work well, and then we continue. You
okay.
can.
I can take over. Okay, so I'm using my Salad Master double boiler, right? I already use this to cook the quinoa. For the quinoa salad. I had to do that before so that I could use this now, this pot, for the lentils, okay? Very, very important. Soak your lentils, soak your quinoa. So I soaked this last night for the night. I rinsed it off this morning, and then I put it in the fridge until our workshop tonight. So I'm putting them in the top of the double boiler of the Salad Master pot. Putting the lid on, and I'll be putting it on the stove. Okay, I'm sorry, there's water here in the bottom pot, okay? Water, top of the double boiler, the lentils, and onto the stove. Dan.
Bracha, I just want to ask you how long you are using the, how long time you are using the Salad Master cookwares, and what it make you a difference in your kitchen? Because as you cook a lot, also for your catering and also for your family, what is the difference to cook with these special cookwares?
I have to say, I'll tell you, along the way we'll tell all the stories, but I particularly enjoy the double boiler. I find that for cooking all the things that we at least eat very much of, which is quinoa and buckwheat and millet, all these things, steaming them is a great thing. I just put them in the top of the steamer. They get done very quickly. The quinoa and the buckwheat remains like fluffy and not sticky, which is a wonderful advantage. And it doesn't stick. It doesn't stick. So that's just for that particular pot. Tell you about the next pot. We're going to take the frying pan, okay? And I'm going to cut the onion. Now we're moving to, this is part of the recipe for the pesto with onions, okay? So I'm just chopping the onion. I'm trying not to chop my fingers because I have a new knife and that's usually what I do. And now, I'll tell you another wonderful advantage of the Salad Master. Thank you. Einat's going to put all this onion. She's going to help me. We're going to put the onion in the pan. And I'm not going to put any oil in this pan. I'm going to actually put a tiny bit of water in the bottom. Einat's going to do that. We're going to put a little salt on the onion. And a little water, okay? You can see just a little water in the bottom. Uh-oh, am I frozen? A little water in the bottom. And now we're gonna put this on the stove and it's gonna saute the onion without any oil.
Perfect. Now, if somebody is cooking with us and want us to see what happened in his kitchen, in his kitchen, please tell us and we will jump with the camera right ahead In Hebrew, you say the kvitzat rosh. Yes, jump ahead into the pot. I think, Elaine, you are also cooking with us today. I can see that. You are cooking with us? Hello.
Ah.
Who's that?
Nissim Pounds.
Okay.
Yes?
There are people that are cooking with us, and I don't know who is it, but okay.
Did you just, was that the Nissim Yan? Say hi. Those are my.
Yes, you know it, Nissim. Okay, just a moment.
Those are my.
Please, listen. Open your phone, microphone, and we can hear you.
Lilian. פתחתי, שלום, מה שלומכם?
Hello.
English.
In
Everything in English.
Hello. My English is not so perfect, but I will manage with it.
It's fine. You are cooking with us today, yes?
Yes.
Perfect. So when we go to the end of the cooking of this one dish or two, please tell us and we will go to see the camera, you know, how it was.
Okay.
Okay, bracha to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, עשיתי unmute.
Yeah, go for mute and then just a moment. Mute. Okay. Yes, bracha. Hello, bracha. No. What happened? We cannot hear you. Let's see. Okay, please open the microphone because we cannot hear you.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. Listen.
Okay, I'm unmuted. Everybody can hear?
Yes,
okay.
It's like you don't need to turn it off. I will do it from here, okay? Don't.
Okay, great. Okay, let's remember Tainaz stirring the peppers on the stove. Again, if you weren't in a hurry like I am tonight, you can put it on a little lower heat and you don't have to stir it. The onion, she's also checking to make sure it's not, is also on the stove. And now we're going to go ahead and make the macadamia cheese. Okay. This is a real treat. After you have this, you'll wonder why you ever needed just, cheese from a cow. But anyway, we're taking the macadamia nuts. We're going to put them in the food processor with the water, and then I'm going to make a lot of noise, and you're going to mute me, and Dan will speak.
Okay, I think it's going to mute by itself, but I think it's very surprised from nuts to make a cheese. It's something that I will like to know from where come these recipes. Yes, but let's do it later after the noise.
Explain what you just put on. Somebody asked, what is it?
I just put, can they hear me? I just put the macadamia in the food processor and 3 cups of water. Okay, so that's what I'm putting in the food processor. I'm gonna turn it on and Dan speak because I'm gonna make a lot of noise.
Okay, I want to show you the recipes. I will do it in English and then in Hebrew, but the recipes that from tonight, and then somebody that if you didn't see the recipes before, you can see it now. Just a moment. Sharing screen and voila. Okay. Now just give me a sign that you can see the screen. Okay. And we go all the way to the end of the recipes to the macadamia cheese. Okay. I will show it in English, and don't worry, all the Hebrew guys, I will show you also in Hebrew. Okay, but this is the English version. 2 cups of macadamia nuts, 3 cups of water, 1 lemon juice, and later it's need to be on the other day, yes, on the day after, 1/4 cup of olive oil and salt. This is the idea. And this is the process, okay? So now in Hebrew, just a moment. Perfect, and again and again. Okay. I go downstairs to the macadamia cheese. I wrote it in Hebrew, it's curious of macadamia cheese. Okay, 2 כוסות, 3 כוסות, and etc. etc. Okay, Bracha, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. The fruit processor is working. You need to open again the microphone. I don't know why it's all the time closed.
I did it, my fault,
So
sorry.
please, Yitzhak, you need to help us.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. All right, this is what it looks like. It looks like milk. It's white, it's very smooth.
Just a moment, I want to show it in the surface, please. Just a moment.
Okay.
Because we can see it better then, okay? So please show it to the, exactly, show us.
Okay, you see it's white.
Put a spoon in it, show it.
Wait a minute, I'll show you. Right, it's very liquidy.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now the idea really of nut milk, I mean, we know nuts are very healthy things to eat. And in one of the previous workshops, we made almond milk, but now we're using nuts to actually make something like a cheese, okay? Now, this is really, today we're only gonna see part of it because you had to start the day before, but we're gonna take up, okay? This is what I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take a strainer. Oh, I froze. I'm gonna take a strainer. I'm gonna take a cloth, like a cheesecloth. I'm gonna put it in the strainer. I'm gonna put the strainer over a bowl or something to catch the liquid. And the idea is basically, the idea is that we are letting the cheese ferment, okay? You can leave it overnight, you can leave it 24 hours outside, not in the refrigerator.
Bracha, it doesn't spoil with the heat that we have in our country?
No, not even in the dead of summer.
Okay.
Not even in the dead of summer. And I'm just gonna take the cloth and cover it. And I'm just gonna put it aside for, you can use it sooner, but the whole idea of allowing it to sit, it ferments in a way, which gives it actually that cheesy kind of taste. The fact of the matter is you can also do the same technique for making something sweet out of macadamia. It's a great base to make a cheesecake that's carved, that's not dairy. But if we want it to be particularly a savory dip, which is what we're going to use it for today, then it just adds to the flavor if we've left it overnight. So if you're just making it today, that's fine. You'll leave it, and tomorrow you'll finish doing what you have to do. The rest is, I mean, this was also easy, but the rest is also easy. So in the meantime, we're going to put this aside and let it drip. Yeah.
Okay, it makes sense because also cheese, when you make cheese, also you let it stay until it's become firm, and it's a part of the process. So it's very logical.
Okay. Okay, so now we have still the peppers are cooking. I keep saying this again and again to remind you and to remind myself. And the onion is still cooking. And here,
tell me something, Bracha, the peppers you cook on what temperature? High heat, middle heat, small heat, how you call it? How you do it?
The peppers?
Yes.
Okay, the peppers, right now I'm doing them on a very high heat because I want them to cook down while we're still on this Zoom this evening.
Okay.
You can also put them on a very low heat. If you're like me, you like to put something on the stove and then leave and forget all about it. So you can do that too, and then it would take a few hours to cook down. You want it, you'll see it at the end. It needs to cook down until there's no more liquid left in the matbucha. Okay, now Teina is going to start cutting our vegetables. We're moving to our quinoa salad. Here we have, okay, so Teina is going to start by cutting the vegetables. We have cucumbers. What did we say we were going to put in it? Today we're going to put cucumbers, peppers, and scallions, and parsley. And as I wrote at the bottom, really the sky's the limit as to the things you can think to put in. I gave you some ideas. You can cut corn off the cob, roasted eggplant, pine nuts, cubes of sweet potatoes. Basically, the secret is you open your refrigerator and whatever you might find there that you decide, you know, maybe it's time like to eat this, put it in your quinoa salad. It'll be great. Okay, so Teina's cutting our vegetables, and we're going to proceed with the pesto. Okay, one second.
Okay. I just want to ask the people that cook with us if we are fast and it's you want us to little bit take down the food from the gas. Tell us. Dalila, how are you? Everything is okay? You are in the kitchen? Today is everything in English. Just a moment, I will open the...
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We're
go
back.
Later. Yes.
Now you're back.
Okay. What we have here, according to the recipe, but you know, the recipes are just really a base for your own creativity. So I suggested here mixing parsley and basil. If you want to do it all basil, you want to do it all parsley, however you want. Everything is good, as they say. So tonight, actually, we're going to make it only with parsley, because I didn't have any basil. Anyway, but before we actually make the pesto, we're going to take a little bit of this parsley that I soaked, like a bunch there, a bunch. And we're just going to grind this up. Okay, well, I'm going to make noise for a minute, Dan, so speak away.
דלילה, אני רוצה לעבור אלייך רגע. Let's see. Okay. את יכולה לפתוח את המיקרופון. דלילה, you are cooking with us which dishes today? Dalila, can you hear me?
Okay.
You're not focused.
I think today, because it's in English, everything is go slowly. את צריכה לפתוח את המיקרופון. Okay.
Okay, now it's okay.
Never mind. Okay, we hear you now. איזה מנות את מכינה איתנו היום? Which dishes you make with us today?
אני רוצה לעשות מטבוחה, אבל אני כבר שמה את זה על הגז, אני מבינה.
כן, exactly. You want to do the matbucha, but already we started, okay? You became late.
אני צריכה עוד לחתוך את הירקות, אני הכנתי.
Okay, great. So, עם הזמן אנחנו נבוא אלייך לקראת הסוף, בסדר דלילה, 100%.
לא, יש לי עוד, אני צריכה עוד לשים את הקינוע על הגז, אני מבינה שאת הקינוע היא כבר שם על הגז.
נכון.
Yes, you should. Okay, Dan, am I back?
Yes, you're back.
Okay, yes.
Dalila.
So I actually cooked my quinoa before we began our evening, because I only have one of those wonderful steamer pots. So I cooked the quinoa first, and now the lentils are in it. If you haven't yet cooked it, you can cook it now. I took one bunch of parsley from all my parsley, and as the recipe for the quinoa salad, I'm going to put that in with the salad, right? This is Teina is here. You can see Lilian. And
you can ask the question. Just open the mic.
Lilian's making pesto.
Okay. So here, this parsley went with the salad. And now, yay, Lilian. And now I'm going to make the pesto. Okay, so I'm going to take the rest of the parsley. As I said, this could be parsley, basil, whatever we like, whatever you like. I'm cutting off the harder stems, but a few stems are tasty. And here I want to talk a little bit by what's the importance of pesto. It tastes great, but the really important thing, and it's something you should always have in your refrigerator, is green leafy vegetables. It's very hard to eat. All of us should be eating a lot of green leafy vegetables. You could go to the internet and find out all the reasons why you should. And it's hard to eat a lot of green leafy vegetables. And that's the plus of taking a whole lot of parsley, basil, kuzbara,
coriander.
Coriander, thank you. I forget my own English. And make a pesto out of it, because pesto you can eat in much easier, a large quantity. Okay?
Bracha, a lot of people tell me about we don't. Yes. Bracha, a lot of people ask me about, they say, I'm not a cow and I don't eat all the time green leaves all the time. And exactly the pesto and other dishes that we can do with greens can help us. But there was one question by email that they ask how they can preserve better and long life in the refrigerator, the green leaves, that they will not rotten.
Okay, so I'll tell you one way to preserve green leaves is, as you saw that I ground up the parsley to put it in the quinoa salad. I often just grind up a lot of parsley, put it in a sealed glass, a glass container with a plastic top that closes well, and it will stay quite a number of days, 4 or 5 days in the refrigerator that way. And it's easy to take it out, add it to my green salad, add it to whatever salad or whatever I might be cooking. So that's one way to make it easy to get to, easy to eat. And of course, kashrut wise, it really helps if you grind up the greens, you don't have to worry about checking them. So it takes care of all those issues at once. For the pesto, we're now going to we put in the parsley, garlic, salt. What else did we forget? Right. Here's our, maybe you want to put on the counter, on the counter view, the surface view, right? Since the surface view. Yeah. These are our onions. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. No, sorry. The onions that were sauteed without any oil in our great Salad Master frying pan. So, right, I put a little water in the bottom and basically cook them until the water was evaporated. And
Bracha,
now,
you don't use oil to fry the onion?
Which is the great advantage of Salad Master, is that we can fry, get the advantages of the fried without any oil, and then I can use the oil, use olive oil later in making the pesto, which is much better than having used it and cooked it, and it really doesn't stand the heat so well. Exactly. So this I get the advantages of the olive oil without having to cook it. Okay, and I've got walnuts. Okay, tonight we're using walnuts. The fact of the matter is, if you want to use sunflower seeds, pine nuts, some other kind of nuts, it also works fine. Today we're using walnuts. Okay, we're going to put them in, and I think we remembered everything.
Bracha, you use it as a whole or it was grained before?
No, a whole walnut.
Whole,
okay. To take the shells off, but no, pieces of walnut. Okay, and now I'm going to grind it up. Before I put the olive oil in, I'm going to grind it up a little bit, and then I'm going to add the olive oil.
There is a disadvantage when I allow you to open the microphone. Some people open it by mistake, and then we can hear some other stuff. It's a part of. We have some guests here, friends from abroad, and I would like to present them. Jason, can you open the camera and say hello? It was going to be nice to hear from near London. How is the weather there? Just a moment, the food processor is working. דלילה, אנחנו בקצב?
Somebody asked if the nuts went in with the...
Okay.
No.
Yes, Bracha, sorry.
Yeah. Answer.
Bracha, you can show us.
Okay. Am I on?
Yes, you are on.
Okay, so we just ground up the pesto. Here you can see it.
Yeah.
So the pesto is all ground up. I usually grind the dry ingredients a little bit and then add the olive oil. And
just a moment, Bracha, we missed you. You usually what you do?
I said I usually grind up the dry ingredients a little bit and then add the olive oil.
Okay.
And Na's going to taste it and she'll tell us if it's good or not.
ריקי, אם קשה זה להוריד את הנוזלים, ריקי, ואז להוסיף את השמן. ליליאן, איך את מסתדרת?
Hey, Na gave it her seal of approval. Yes.
Okay. כל הכבוד. Look, Lilian, already she didn't make it on the glasses already. Look, again, Lilian, hello. איזה אלופה.
Hey, Lilian. Great.
What is the connection with Lilian?
Lilian is the mother of one of my son-in-laws.
Okay. And she lives in Israel?
She lives in Jerusalem.
In Jerusalem. Okay. Great. Let's see who is also cooking.
I guess the most important thing about Lilian is that we share 5 grandchildren.
Wow, great. You brilliant, great. I just want to say.
Wait, before you, okay, now I'm going to tell you really the very important thing about when we make spreads. When we make spreads, it's easy to do them in order, and tonight we basically did them in that kind of order. And you don't really have to wash the food processor in between each one. So I don't know about you, but for me, that's a big deal. So I start with the macadamia. That's just white. It's fine. And then I can move to the pesto, which we just did. And now, actually, we started with the peppers. So we washed between the peppers and the macadamia. I could have done it the other way around. And now we're going to move to our green lentil hummus. Okay?
Okay.
So I cooked my lentils. You saw when I put them on, they're done already from the Salad Master, are they good? From the Salad Master steamer. And usually I would wait for them to cool a little bit, but you know, we're in a hurry tonight, so we're just gonna put it in. As you can see, they're still quite hot. What?
Just a moment. There is another one that. Oh, sorry, Yitzhak, if you can open, please. I mute you before instead of other guy. Yitzhak, can you open the microphone, please?
Okay.
Okay.
This is a whole family effort. Okay, so we're putting in the garlic. Okay, garlic. We're putting in, what else do we need to put in? Salt. We'll start with a teaspoon. Taina's gonna put in the salt. Okay. And a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Yeah, it looks like we have about a tablespoon left in our bottle, so we'll just finish the bottle. Yeah, go ahead. Pour the whole thing in. Cool. Okay. And
What happened? We lost the camera.
Just a moment.
No, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so did you get this? Where we put all the ingredients, including the olive oil. Okay, we're gonna put in all the ingredients except for the greens, okay? Don't stay tuned on the greens, particularly since I forgot to leave some greens for this. And, but here, I'm gonna make noise now, Dan, so you might wanna say something.
Okay, thank you. Just to show you exactly the thing that we are doing in English and in Hebrew also. Mute? No, it's okay. We can hear you.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna let this grind up a little bit more, and I'm even gonna add just a titch of water. You can see whether, in order to make it smoother.
You added lemon juice.
All right, I did add all the ingredients. I didn't say lemon juice, but I also added the lemon juice. And now I'm gonna add just a little bit of water so that it'll turn into a smoother paste, because I want it to be really smooth. But again, it's all up to your tam v'reach and to what you really like. You might want it a little chunkier, you want it a little smoother. So again, I'm gonna make some noise and let this run for a minute so it gets nice and smooth.
Not 1,000.
Not 1,000. Okay, are we back? Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna add a little parsley It's really good to put a little mint in here. I forgot to pick some mint from my garden, so I'll put that in later, but please put a little mint in. It really, really tastes good. And put a little fresh basil. Any kind of fresh greens are great in here. And we're going to take these, and now I'm going to just pulse the food processor so that we still feel the fresh herbs a little bit. Perfect. Okay, and here we have the lentil, and Taina's going to take it out and put it in.
Can you show it more close to the camera? How is the texture of the hummus later? Okay. When you take it out, we will see the texture. It's important.
What? Okay, Taina's going to taste it. So unfortunately, we can't give you all a taste. We'd like to, but she's going to tell us if it's good or not. We got the thumbs up. Obviously, you always want to taste it, adjust the salt. Maybe it needs another titch of vinegar or another titch of olive oil. Anyway, we'll enjoy this in a few minutes. And wait a minute. Okay, so we've started our macadamia cheese. We made our green lentil hummus, as you can see. We made our pesto.
Hold it up.
We made our pesto with onions, and we made our lentil hummus. And now we're going to go back. We're first going to go back to our red peppers, our matbucha. In the meantime, they're finished. You can see they cooked, and I think you can see that they're really dry. There's no more liquid left in the pan. It's also
can we try to put this?
There's only a few minutes between dry and burnt. Okay, so that's when you want to come back to your kitchen and make sure you catch it in between the dry and the burnt. So we had a little burnt in the edges, but it's okay. Okay, and now, in the same way that we added the olive oil later, not while it was cooking, now we're going to add the olive oil. It's going to give it the flavor without the disadvantages of cooking the olive oil. So you get all the good part and none of the bad part.
I just wanted to interrupt.
זה באנגלית היום.
One second, okay, one second. לכל האנשים שנכנסו מאוחר, יש לכם כפתור תרגום למטה, איפה שכתוב אנגלית, אתם מעבירים לקוריאנית, כי אין שם עברית, אבל אתם תשמעו עברית את התרגום הקבוע. בסדר? Okay, Bracha. Sorry for the guys, I needed to explain something about the new translation that we have today, because the workshop is in other language, in English, and we are used to do it normally in Hebrew. Okay, yes, please.
Okay. Okay, we got the seal of approval from Taina. That's the most important thing. So said the pepper matbucha turned out great. We're going to put that in something. Okay, we're putting the you have to understand, I've been starving Taina all evening because I told her she'll have a really good meal if she waits till after the workshop.
You know, Bracha, what we didn't do because of the paste, you know, a paste that we want to put on the bread, and we didn't make bread today. So
you're right.
In the next time.
Okay. The next time we will make sourdough bread. Okay.
Okay. לחם שאור, מי שלא מכיר.
Okay. Now we have the matbucha, the hummus, and now we're going to finish the quinoa salad. Okay. Okay. So Teina did a great job. She cut up. Let's see, what do we have in the quinoa salad today? As we said, she cut up the cucumbers and the peppers and the scallions. And if you like to add tomatoes, like I said, really anything you want. Earlier, I cooked the quinoa in my Salad Master steamer. And now it's good for it to be a little bit cool. Okay, we could have put the whole amount in, but we didn't because Tayana has to take it to school tomorrow for lunch. So, okay, so now, right, we're going to add, 2 or 3 tablespoons of a good mustard. We're today using mustard like with the seeds. This one is organic, in fact, but whatever mustard you have works fine. Okay, so we're going to add the mustard. We're going to add salt, and we're going to add the lemon juice. And my preference, of course, is always to use real lemon juice. Freshly squeezed. And so I try to bribe one of my family members to squeeze lots of lemons at a time. And then I have lemon juice in the refrigerator. So I didn't even have to bribe Taina. She did it herself. And we're putting the...
Bracha, we didn't represent Taina today, yes?
What?
We didn't represent Taina today, I say.
Oh, I did. I said in the beginning. I
missed it. Maybe when I was thrown out.
Oh,
so.
Right. We lost you for a while.
Sorry.
Taina, who I said is my oldest granddaughter.
Okay. Hi, Taina. Thank you for helping us today.
And the olive oil and the lemon juice. And now Taina is going to stir it up. Okay. And remember, we also put in the parsley that I ground up. Okay. That ground up. And since I was making the pesto anyway, it was no big deal to just first grind some parsley, throw it in, try to do everything so it's easy. You don't have to do too many activities or more activities than we need.
I want to interrupt in a second. Dorit was preparing one of the dishes before. Dorit, יש קצת רעש רקע, I would try to speak, but...
יהודה, תחליש רגע את הטלוויזיה.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Dorit, what is the dish that you prepared before?
I've made the hummus from Adashim, and the taste is great, really. Later, I'm going to do the pesto because I have the ingredients. And maybe tomorrow, the macadamia. I don't have the nuts.
Okay, thank you very much. And the thing is that, you know, the audience asked for recipes of paste, and we did it. So whatever you like, if you have some, use imagination, if you want something special, creativity, and we'll try to fulfill your dreams, okay? Thank you, Dorit.
Thank you.
Okay, and so now we have our quinoa salad. Is our camera over there working? I don't think so.
You can try to open it back, but because it's better, but maybe the battery is gone.
Yeah, it could be the battery's gone. Okay, so we'll just go look at it from here. You see the quinoa salad, and I encourage you to add other things. Like I said, but It's a great salad. It's really a meal in a bowl, and great for those summer nights. If you want to eat it with a bowl of soup, you got a great dinner. Okay.
Great. So we can say that most of the food today and our supper, yes, that we prepare, of the paste and everything, most of it was like a raw food, you can say about it?
Yes, some of it was raw food, the pesto and whatever. Actually, we did some cooked things, right? We cooked the lentils, but the thing about even cooking the lentils and the cooked quinoa salad is that the greens, again, the greens and the vegetables stayed fresh and raw.
Perfect.
So we were able to combine cooked in our great salad master pots and the raw vegetables to keep them healthy. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, as I said, this is a longer process than usually the whatever, a half hour, 45 minutes. I picked up the strainer, and you can see how, oops, now you can't see so much because I spilled it on the counter, but there's a lot of liquid in the bowl, okay? So I'm going to dump that liquid out. First of all, as I said, always, you know, things can be exchanged. If you don't have macadamia nuts, it works just fine with cashews, okay?
Okay.
So cashews is another thing that you can use, a little bit cheaper, which is another, and again, the cashew, as I said, the same about the macadamia nuts. If you want to do it either fermented or not fermented, you can also use it into a sweet dessert, which would make it actually a raw dessert. But that'll be a different workshop. We'll do raw desserts, okay?
I can tell you a secret about the cashew. People that eat cashew, normally it improved, how you say, state of mind, מצב רוח. You can, it get higher. Eating cashew, especially in this Corona crisis, if somebody needs, instead of drugs or alcohol, eat cashew.
Great idea. Great idea. Okay, so, what I can tell you is by tomorrow, already actually, a lot of the liquid came out. So here's what the cheese looks like. Okay, so it's already pretty solid. You can see in my hand, it's already like a solid piece as opposed to being the liquid that it was before. But I'm gonna leave mine until tomorrow. But those of you who started already yesterday, you can take it out. As I said in the recipe, mix it with I forgot something. Oh no. I forgot to put a little bit of lemon juice
of course.
in the macadamia when we ground it up. So I'm gonna add that lemon juice now. So you can see that even if you forget something, it's okay. You can always make it better.
Don't forget this one. Yes?
Right, but you need a little lemon juice in order that it ferments. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna leave mine until tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna put it aside, leave it out. Again, as you remember, no, don't put it in the refrigerator. Leave it out. I'm gonna cover it with a cloth. And tomorrow I'm gonna add olive oil and salt. And that's really a spread made in heaven. And by the way, just like it sort of acts like a cream cheese. So if you feel like adding chives or scallions or onions or garlic, all those or green leaves or fresh herbs, basically anything goes. Some people just like it plain just with olive oil and salt, and some people enjoy it with other flavorings.
But the flavor is salty as a basic of that.
It's yes, because you put salt in it, so the flavor is savory.
So okay.
And, so all these things, if you imagine, those of you who have your really good bread in the house, or I just also eat these spreads with salads. I don't necessarily need the bread. I just eat them together with my salad. So we hope that now all of you will enjoy sitting down and having your quinoa salad together with our pepper matbucha, our lentil hummus, and our pesto with the sauteed onions. And if I started yesterday, you would also have the macadamia cheese. So I hope you enjoy.
It was really, really good and very efficiently, like you used to do all the time, fast and easy. And I think it's also very easy to do it. I just want, before closing the evening, I just want to tell you guys, it was an attempted and pilot to do it internationally. I can see the participant that was, most of our were Israelis. So I can tell here to my friends here from abroad, if you're not coming a lot, we will do it in Hebrew and you will need to try to find a translation, because we are breaking our mouth here with the translation. I just want to say that we are finishing October. The perfect brazier, the perfect brazier that we did a raffle, and Miri was winning it, now is for sale, and it's not going to come back again because it's like a limited edition. So everybody that interested, I suggest you to ask about it in the mails, because it's going to be finished and we're not going to have stock anymore later. We cannot order it, just for you. That's all. Wow.
Oh.
I want to open the mics for everybody, please. And please, let's say thank you very much to Bracha Zuriel, the winner.
And
thank you.
תודה ברכה, לגבי החומוס, אני יכולה להקפיא את החומוס?
כן, את יכולה להקפיא. You can freeze the hummus. In fact,
יצא לי ארבע כאלה.
Yes, all the hummus, the matbucha, and the pesto, and the macadamia can all be frozen. All the bread we made tonight can be frozen.
דלילה, הסתדרת ככה? אומנם אנגלית היום.
מצוין, תודה.
אוי, זה יופי. זה מה שדלילה עשתה. יפה.
יפה מאוד.
ליליאן, את יכולה להראות לנו עוד פעם את זה?
כל הצנצנות, כל החומוסים.
יופי. תודה. Bracha, thank you very much. It was nice. Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
And Jason, the Lord send my regards to everybody there. Also, I saw Anis and everybody. Regards from Israel. Keep safe and hope to see you after the COVID-19 crisis. Yes, we'll meet again. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye. Ciao. Bye-bye.
Thank you.